Good morning, ladies. Right, this week we're going to do this card, and as you can see, it's got a hole in it, and it is quite an effective card, but simple, very simple to do. Okay. Now, if you have A3 card, fold it in half and then cut it in half, and that gives you your card base. If you don't have an A3 card, don't panic. If you have 2 sheets of your base colour card and you cut one piece 9 1/4 by 5 7/8 and another piece, if you put your sheet on landscape and cut it at 5 7/8, that gives you an 8 1/4 card. Score a line down at 1 inch, fold it in half and stick it together. Put your folded piece to the inside, and when you come to decorate your card, you'll hide that bit. Okay? So that's how you can do that style of card. Okay? But I'm lucky enough I've got A3 card. Right, so this will go against your grain to do this, but never mind. Put it on your cutting board and put it at the score line at 3 1/4 and cut. So now you've got a lopsided card. Then turn it round so that you've got the bottom of your card and cut it at 3 1/4 again, and that's going to fit on the bottom. Now you are going to have, I've used navy pearl as my back piece. You will need a piece that measures one piece by 5 5/8 by 8, and a white piece 5 3/8 by 7 3/4, and that's going to be your matting and layering for the inside of your card. So you're going to give this card a bit of strength on the inside. Then you will need 2 pieces of the navy card that I've used, or your contrasting colour. 2 pieces 5 5/8 by 3 inches, and then the white card that I've used 5 3/8 by 2 3/4, and you need 2 pieces of that. Now, I felt that my first card was very plain, so what I've done is I've debossed on my white pieces. I haven't embossed, I've debossed, because I want this quite flat here for when I stick my snowflake on. And if I'd embossed it, it would have been quite hard to stick it on. So that's just made them more fancy. I've taken quite a big snowflake. This measures, I think it's 3 1/4 if I remember rightly. 3 3/4. Yeah, 3 3/4. And I've cut 3 of them out of the white card and stuck them together. And I cut 1 out in the navy. Now I've used glittered navy. And here's a top tip. If you're using glitter card and you've got a machine that has a metal plate, metal cutting plate, use that with your die to cut out glitter card, and it will cut out nice and simple. Now I'm just going to put glue all over this top layer. And I'll take off the excess. I don't want it oozing out. And I want to try and get it dead on. And there we go. And I've glued those pieces together, and they're going to go on flat. And that goes on to the front of my card. I should have done my inside pieces as well. I'll do that before I stick the card together. I don't have much luck with this glue when I'm doing my demonstrations, do I? There we go. And that goes on there. Now, the bit that you cut off the bottom, put your matting and layering on. Keep picking up the wrong one. And there we go. I've been very good with my sticking on. Now, that's going to sit there. And you just want to see if you don't think you're going to be able to hold that, just take a clip and clip it together so that it's just going to stay. And just by eye, see where it's going to meet. So I know I'm going to need glue on that bit, that bit, that bit, and just on the very edge of those. Okay. So glue here, glue there, and just on the very edge of that one. And the same at the bottom. And just try and even it up. And just hold it on until you feel that it's caught. As I say, very, very simple card. And I do prefer it having the embossing on it. Now I've cut out another 3 snowflakes. I did 2 in white, and I've used my glitter pen and glittered them up. And I've put foam pads on, small foam pads on the back. And that's going to go on there. A navy glittered one. And that's going to go on there. And a plain white one. And that's going to go on there. And then, just a sentiment, I've chosen Winter Wishes. You might want to do something different. In fact, I know you will. And I've cut this out in the glitter card as well. It was just, I didn't have enough glitter card to do my matting and layering, I only had one sheet of this navy. That's why I've only used the glitter card for the snowflakes and the sentiment. Take that off of there. And then I've got pearl drops. I'm just going to, sorry, this isn't pearl drops. This is glitter drops. And I'm just going to put them in the centre of my snowflakes that I've debossed. And this just finishes it off, I think. And there we go. And there we go. And that just finishes that off. How simple was that? Not a hard card at all. You must put the 3 layers of your cutout behind whatever you've picked for the front of your cutout to give it stability. And that way it'll sit up. Okay. As I say, that's that one. That was my original one. It is quite plain, so it did need something. I'll take that out of the way just now because that's still wet. I did one with a Christmas tree, and you can see it's quite wobbly, and it was just because it's such a big die, and it's quite an intricate die as well. But it does work, it does stand up, but it's not as sturdy as the snowflake. But you use what you have. But that's just giving you a couple of ideas. Okay? That was a quick, nice, short one today, so happy crafting.